What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Big thank you for coming back and joining me on another video right here on YouTube. So recently I did a video where I took an FM22 tactic, plugged it into FM23 and tried to see if those FM22 tactics would still hold up against the brand new game. Now the tactic in question was GYRFM Swanzalona version 2.0, and to my surprise it actually did really well. If you haven't checked that video out already, go and check that one out to see the full results from that experiment. But it got me thinking, if that tactic can work, could others do well also? So in today's video, I've got another FM22 favourite that we're going to plug into FM23. We're going to sim a season with Borussia Dortmund and see exactly how it gets on. The tactic in question is ZAZ Green 5.0. Don't forget, if you want to go and check out the tactic, it will be in the description down below. Also, don't forget to show ZAZ some love. They work hard on these tactics and it's a privilege for them to share them out into the community. It's also a privilege for us to be able to download and plug and play tactics. Right then, you're keen to find out how this tactic is going to go, but first we're going to jump into the tactic. I'm going to show you how it's set up. I'm going to show you all the positions, the in transition, the in possession and the out of possession, and then we're going to break down the results of what's happened in the first season sim. So let's jump into the tactics. And here is the tactic here. So it is called ZAZ Green 5.0. You can see it's set up really as a 4-3-3 or a 4-1-4-1, however you want to look at it. It has some interesting positions with the inverted wing backs, also has inside forwards, and it also has that attacking advance forward right at the top. So let's break down some positions. We start off with a sweeper keeper on support. We have two inverted wing backs, one on the left, one on the right that look like this, and we have two ball playing defenders in the centre who look like this. So at this point, don't forget, if you are writing these down and you're going to port them across to the Xbox or the mobile versions of the game, don't forget to come back and let me know in the comment section how you got on using these tactics. Do they port across well? I'm not too sure, I haven't tested them, but if somebody wants to give that a go, I am fully looking to find out, do these work? Can you use these tactics on other versions of the game? Also, if you need to jot things down, just pause the video, maybe go back and pause the positions you've already done, and then you can make the tactic from scratch on other versions of the game. But let's keep rolling on. In the centre of the park, we have an RPM who is on support. We have two CMs who look like this. We have two inside forwards who look like this, and we have that advance forward right at the top of the pitch. So in terms of a tactical style, it comes as a custom style, so I'm presuming ZAZ has worked hard to put his stamp on the tactic, and he has his own custom style as to what that would be. Its mentality is positive, so not overly attacking, but it's going to go and try and score you goals. In terms of in possession, it will look like this. In transition, looks like this. And out of possession will look like this. If we go to quick pick and put in Borussia Dortmund's best 11, just to give you an idea of what our assistant thinks at the club, this is roughly what they would pick. I'm not too sure if it's the best 11 or not, but that's what the game would recommend. So that's the tactic, and that's a recommended lineup. You can obviously play about with it a little bit, but I've run one season sim using this team. How did it perform? Let's jump in to the competitions tab and show you exactly how it got on. So you can see Borussia Dortmund have won the Bundesliga. If we go into the competition and break it down slightly more than was there, across 34 games they accumulated 79 points, had a goal difference of 63 and managed to score an impressive 106 goals. Now the reason that's impressive is because, as you can see, they didn't have one single player who was scoring lots of goals. They had lots of the team contributing goals to get to that 106. If we break down a few of the player stats, you've got goals, nobody contributing there inside the top scorers, but you've got Schick, Werner, Burkhardt and Selke who were the top scorers there. In terms of average ratings, you've got Hazard and Guerrero in that category. Assists, you've got Brandt and Bellingham getting 10 apiece. in terms of the Player of the Match awards. We've got Bellingham on 5. We've got 2 players there on the yellow cards list, and Wolf is popping up with tackles per 90 minutes of 3.71. So if we go a little bit further and look at the stages of the competition, we can break down exactly how Dortmund have won the league. So they played 34 games, they had 24 wins, 7 draws, 3 losses, 106 goals scored, 43 against, to give them a 63 goal difference and 79 points. And that held Bayern Munich off by 7 points. And that's no mean feat. Let's not forget, Bayern Munich have dominated the German league now for the last 10, 15 years, whatever it is, since Dortmund last won the league. You can see also they were 11 points clear of Mainz, who managed to finish 3rd, and Leipzig were even further back from that. So an impressive tactic in terms of the Bundesliga. If we go back and look at the Champions League, so obviously Champions League has progressed for this season. If we go to the schedule and look at the Champions League, they were drawn in a group that included Tottenham, Olympiacos and Real Madrid. Unfortunately, we can't go to that. Unfortunately, from that group, they did not qualify, so they were knocked out at the group stage. They did, though, manage to get into the Europa League, and in the knockout phase 1, they played against Sturm Graz and beat them, but unfortunately went out to FC Nantes 4-2 on aggregate in the round of 16, so unfortunately for them, not a great return in terms of European football. DFB Pokal, they were knocked out in the semi-final by Stuttgart. If we just go round by round from, say, the quarterfinals, you can see they beat Werder Bremen in the quarters. They lost to Stuttgart then in the semi-finals, and I presume Gladbach went on to beat Stuttgart 3-1 in the final. So it's a tactic that is going to need a little bit of tweaking. It seems if you can go out and buy a striker who will bag you some goals, one of the big names who's just going to score goal after goal, there is enough there that they will provide assists in from those inside forward positions, and then also through the middle with the likes of Bellingham. You're going to be able to tweak this and go on and do even greater things. But for a one-season sim, an FM22 tactic once again is holding its own against the new FM23. Right then, if you've enjoyed the video, you're still at this point, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to help the channel to grow. All of the people that have done that across the past couple of weeks and months, I really do appreciate you. It takes a lot of your time to come here, watch the videos, but if you just keep interacting with the channel the way it's going, really good things are happening, and I can continue to bring these videos out on a more regular basis. Also, don't forget, if you want to have a go with this tactic, you can download it in the link in the description, and ZAZ was the original creator of the tactic. So for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. Before you go, don't forget there are other things on the channel. We have tactics, wonder kids, tips, tutorials, let's plays. There's something for everybody on the channel, so don't forget to go and find something else that you can watch. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. A very big thank you for watching.